Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, certified astrologer, and in this segment, I'm going to be going over the new moon that took place today, actually, in 1:21 a.m. Eastern Time. So let's go ahead and get started here. First of all, always good to start with the sign that the new moon is, and here the sign for the new moon is Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is kind of a proud sort of sign, and allows for the kind of allows for the expression of some of the characteristics that there are. Here's the new moon is actually in Sagittarius, and Mercury is also there. And Mercury, the thing to understand is that Mercury kind of is an air planet, so the air planet kind of takes on the characteristics of the neighboring planet. So the characteristics of the new moon allows you to kind of start fresh with your kind of like a recharge, allowing for things to be viewed from a different perspective. So that's the new moon. The Jupiter is actually in the ninth house, so a lot of this can affect your if you're learning a trade, or some sort of education, or job training, then this can be one that will kind of catapult you. And this is more true for certain types of education, potentially those that are mental. So because this is Gemini, and that's Mercury, the ruler is Mercury. So this as well is kind of like having kind of a new perspective on if you're going into education. Maybe some revelations as to the direction that you should be going in. So let's look for that in this month. Something else that is going on, of course, Libra is a very balanced sort of sign, or so Venus rules Libra, and Venus is kind of conjunct Pluto, and that can cause kind of like wars, and some in terms of in order to maintain the appearance, potentially there's wars, and of course there's escalating conflict. There's a ceasefire temporarily as of this moment between Palestine and Israel, but there's potentially more wars. So hopefully that's not true. So here, conflict. Though I'll make note of the fact that this is kind of a indicator of conflict. All right. So Saturn is not in any significant position. There's some squares going on. Actually, there is a square going on between the Moon and Saturn and the new Moon. So this is kind of like kind of like hitting brakes on the energies, and making sure that this is a tempered sort of growth, and allows you to kind of channel some of that in a constructive manner. And then finally, I'm going to end with Neptune. So Neptune is opposite the first house, and Neptune is conjunct the seventh house. So as the person, or as the communities, or in a global context, may have kind of a nebulous perspective as to um, how the how a person or an identity relates to the other personality, and so kind of in relation to each other. That's how this is, and it's kind of nebulous at this point. So just to summarize, new moon in Sagittarius, Jupiter is in ninth house, Gemini. So that is activated by the Mercury here. Mercury takes on the characteristics of the neighboring planets. That's the sun and the moon. And then, of course, there's some interesting aspects going on between Saturn and finally Neptune. This has made some sense. Thank you for listening.